Hi, sorry, welcome back. It seems I'm the one ending the live stream unknowingly. So if I'm trying to use keyboard shortcut to copy and paste, it seems it is ending the live stream. I will find out later, but let's continue. So we are practicing city there. So if I select country ID, so we are in the match table here. This is the match table. I'm selecting the country ID and the ID from match. Where home go plus away go. Where the home go plus the away go is greater than 10. So if I should run this query here, this simple query here, that's quite pretty simple to run. I should run it like this. You can see I get the country ID and the ID of those goals that are where the home goal and away goal is greater than 10. So now I have now used city. This is common table expression to alias this as matched list. Okay. Now select left join the city to the league table using country ID. So this is the league table. So this is another query here. So the results here, this selects L name as league from the league table. Now we are counting the match list ID. So I'm counting from this table that we have named as match list. So this is our first query here. We have used in the city expression. I am now counting this ID here. That's I have to select the word, the table name, which is match list dot id as matches from league table. So join left join. I have to join this match list dot id on league dot id. I think this city is much more interesting than some queries. So I'll just say left join. It makes writing SQL query quite easier and simpler, even much more simpler than. So I'll avoid using I want to avoid using keyboard shortcut. I think that's what is ending my life unknowingly. And I have no idea. Okay, wow. Left join. So I want to left join. That means I'm left joining so left join the city to the league table. From league as L. Left join the city to the league table. Okay. Left join match list. That is the match list on L.id to match list. Oh, I said I don't want to copy and paste it. That was ending my live stream. I have to type that out. Matchlist.id. So if you should run that, so from here, from this query results, we are selecting the league name as league from our league table and counting the what the IDs there from our match list table. That is virtual table from league as L. Left join, left joining match list. This is our new query results here on league ID, to matchlist.id, group by league name here. So let's run that and see if we get the result. And we will get our results. And it is counting that. Let's submit that. Let's see if that is correct. So check the highlighted correct. No, it is not correct because I'm getting 0 here either. There's a mistake here. Oh, it should be my first results here should be on the country ID. So for my results here, from this select country ID here, let me run that again. So I should be the ID here should be the answer. List ID dot match list dot country ID. Country ID. Oh, country ID is the common column here. In country ID. So this should be match list country ID, not the ID column. Country ID. Let's run that. Let's see. We're still getting a bunch of 3, 1, go. Let's submit that. And boom. You can see so I got the the query correctly, so I'm getting my 400% score for that. Boom, it's now getting complex. So previously, you modified the query based on the statements you completed in chapter 2 using common table expression. This time, let's expand on the exercise by looking at details about matches with very high scores using CTEs. Just like a subquery in form, you can join table inside the CTE. Declare a CTE. Let's declare a CTE here with match list as our CTE, as our like a subquery. So select the league date, home and away goes from the CTE. Select the league date, home and away goes from where? From March. Oops, the league. We don't have the league here. But we have the date. We have a date record here. This league will be from the league table because we'll see left join. So I'm pretty sure it will be from the league table. But let's select the date here. I'm going to type that out. I want to avoid using shortcut and keyboard shortcuts. Select dates, home go. I know. So m dot away go and m dot home go. M dot home go. Home go. So this will be league. League me. That should be league dot name. That will be L dot name. L dot name. So we're selecting the name column from the league table as league. We're selecting the date column. There's no date here, so I can just use date there. Then from the match table, we're selecting the home goal and away goal. But there's nothing wrong using m dot date here also. Just to clarify that I'm selecting the date column from the match table. For match as M, you see, left join league as L on M country ID equals to league ID. So country ID, league ID. Now select the league date. Filter the main query for matches with 10 or more goals. So select the league date home and away goal from CTE. So if I run this, let me run this CTE and you see what we're asked to select from here. So if I should run this CTE now, I can highlight the code like this. You can see my CTE is in bracket. I run the query here and boom, we have this results. You can see. So the left join league on m.const ID. So from this CTE now, we now select our final results. We are going to select the league, the league, the date is selected, and the home and away goal. So I'm going to select the home and away goal. I'll just select the home goal. So select league, date, home goal, away goal from, I have to make sure I'm selecting from the match list. It will now be from the match list. That's our new from the match list. So where total goes, that should be tricky. Yes, I have to make sure I'm selecting the total. Oh, total goals has been done here. Where total goals is filter the main query for matches with 10 or more goals. Where total goals is greater than or equal to, now be greater than or equal to 10, then this should work now. The funny thing is that I can't run this alone. I will get an error. Let's give it a shot because this is where it's going to pick the answer from. So I have to run the whole code from scratch. But you get the idea. If I should write I think I kind of like PT. PT makes SQL interesting and simple. So I've run that. You can see. So if I should submit that and boom. Ah, I think I'm getting good in SQL. But don't let me be too happy. There are still some. I want to avoid using keyboard shortcuts. I think that's what I've been ending my life. unnecessarily these days. And I have no absolutely idea about that. That's crazy. There's a lot you don't know. Let's do, I think it's the last exercise under this section. Okay, before we move to the next, declining on techniques to use. I think I kind of like this CP technique more than even subquery or even joins. Joins are simpler when you are joining so just two tables. If you are doing even three tables, it's kind of more simpler to use joins in that place. Let's do the last option here. I want to try to get 100%. 100%. I don't want to use take ease or even use anything. I think I've gone far in this course to be taking it again. Let's declare a city. So if you find yourself listing multiple subqueries in the front clause with nested statements, with your query will likely become longer, complex, and difficult to read. I kind of agree. So since many queries are written with the intention of being saved and rerun in the future, proper organization is key to a seamless workflow. Arranging subqueries as a CT will save you time, space, and confusion in the long run. Let's declare a CT that calculates the total goals from matches in August of the 2013-2014 season. So let's say with match list as so select country from goal. We have to get declare a city that calculates total goals from matches in August of the 2013-2014 season. That is much more simpler to read. So from March, so select country, the first one is calculate the total goal from matches. So from matches, calculate total goals of the 2013-2014. So that's where ID, oops, okay, that's funny again. Select country ID, home goal plus away goal as goals from match, where ID in so this list of query. Create a list of match with IDs to filter data in the CPU. Okay, so where ID in. So I need to run this subquery first. So we are selecting where 20,000. So select declare the total goes. Okay, okay, okay. That's way from March. Let me type down from March, where season is 2013-2014 season and August. Okay, 2013. I need to wrap that in quotes. 2013 slash 2014 season. Now it says calculate the total, declare a city that calculate the total goals, home goal and away goal. Where ID, that should be where country ID. So I need to select country ID here. So I could just use the ID. Okay, let's select ID here. Since we want to use that, what will be returned from here will be the filter in our workflow. So I need to select ID there. Select ID, not ID. So ID from match. Select the ID from March, where season is 2013-2014. So going to where season is 2013-2014, and extract month from dates. So we're going to extract month from dates, and extract the month from dates. It's going to be where season is 2013, and extract month from dates. Where the months, so there's a way I want to write that. August, where month from dates. So where they started months will be 7. August is 7 now. So August is 8. Where the month is 8. The month I started should be 8 here. So writing that one at a time. So if I should run this, let's run this simple query here and see what it returns. If I should run, I can see it's only showing me ID for the season of 2013 and 2014 and the month of August. So I've used the extract month from date to extract only the month. So this middle number, where that number is 8, so it's only showing me the ID. So now use this ID here, where the ID in this query. That will show us the total goes. The total goes for what? For the total goes from the matches in what? In August for that season. So now let's come back to this our subquery here. So filter the list on the inner query in our inner subquery to only select matches in August of the 2013-2014 season. So let's see if I should run this from here with list here. Let's see if I run it from here. Let's see the results we get. Oh, I know I'm going to get an error. I have no idea why, but yes, mm. So I think I've gotten from this query to this place, so especially this ID here from this simple query here. I've gotten that right. I just need to complete this lower part of the query because this won't even work. This if I should run it from here, it won't work because we are left joining from March. So we are joining it to this one here. You can see there's still a join clause here. Select the league name and average of goals in the city. So from our city, that means my city should be able to work, should run successfully if I'm not doing any mistake. Let's see, but that shouldn't be the problem. Take out from the where clause, where ID. Okay, where ID in. So my ID is a software now. We should be able to see that now. So I'm selecting the ID in. Okay, where ID in. This would filter my subquery. Then what am I missing? So I'm missing something from here. So I'm now asking select the league name and average of the goals in city. So I have to select the league name. Okay, league name. That's L dot that will be L from here. It will be L dot name. Then average of the average of goals in the city. So average of the goals. This is the average goals. So I have to say AVG here. AVG, and I'm going to reference the goals column here. This goal from our city goals. So join the city onto the league table. You have to left join match list. That is the city match lists on league ID to match list dot the country ID. I won't make that mistake one more time. Country underscore ID. Then the whole query should work fine now. Good by the league name. Let's run that and boom, we have our answer. I'm not even asked to round the average. I can usually also round it off. So we have two decimal, three or decimal places. That is for me that should work fine. I think CTEs are more interesting than his subquery. I don't know what you want to tell. CTE are simpler to write and much more interesting than subquery. And boom. So I think I'm almost through with this. I'm 67% through with this section. Let's see for another 30 minutes. So I just have to, so I would love to stop the live stream now. So my live stream got cut. Right. So if you are watching this video, you want to go to the part two of today and the part one where live stream was successful. I thought my network was the problem, but it turns out I do when I'm using keyboard shortcuts. This is ending my live stream for my OBS studio. So I'm currently using OBS studio to live stream this. Then OBS studio is feeding it to YouTube. So I'm so sorry about that. As I said earlier, this is my first month trying live stream and I've learned a lot. I know the mistake I'm doing, so I won't be doing the mistake again. I will make sure my live stream doesn't end except when I want to end it. I found the error. I was the one ending the live stream without knowing. So if you stay to the end of this video, thanks for watching to the end of this video. Support the channel by subscribing to the channel and give the video a thumbs up and share it. Anyone on the internet can can come across the video and it benefit them on their SQL journey. Hopefully, after I finish this section, I will start all over again the SQL course on Datacamp because this is actually I think this is not my first time learning SQL. I've been learning SQL for a couple of years back, but I decided to go full time and learn it deep and once and for all. Like that is one of the best way to learn any technical skills when it comes to data analytics. Focus on one, two, at least for 2 months or 3 months if you learn it deep, depending on how available you are and how much time you have at your disposal. Currently, I have a whole lot of time, or at least 5 months to learn whatever I want to learn in Power BI, Excel, SQL, and so on. And I'm trying to make use of it. And I'll be live streaming all that journey for the next 100 days, probably the next 100 days. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and support the channel with some links in the description. There are some products, especially the FCM course by my code bank Adebiyi, which teaches you how to become a successful freelancer and navigate the freelance world. There are some other links under the YouTube description. You can also support the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next on day 20. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, day 20. All right, bye for now. Take care. Have a nice day, wherever you're watching from, and peace out. Ooh, I can stop the streaming. My